So, looking at this kit and all the unique things you could do with it, especially here as you can see, trying to contemplate how I'm going to do this. Each kit, or each version of the kit, looks really cool. But you can only build one. Or a variation of one. Granted, I like the Gundam head. That's a given. So I'm keeping the Gundam head. I'm going to omit the GM head and this Phantom head, of course. I kind of like the sensor that's on the forehead of that, and I wonder if it can be applied onto this where you could at least see the eyes. I'll have to look at the actually the parts are right here. No, I won't waste my time. I'll review it later on. Yeah. So that's that. Another thing, I definitely want the guns, of course, in the back. I like these missile pads, missile items. And at first I was going to keep these two weapons with this, of course. But we're going to customize it. And I have had an idea. I don't know how I'm going to do this in a way, but I just thought of it. A while back I got a lot of those campaign parts. I don't know if you guys remember. And I even got doubles. One such campaign part was this. The Gatling gun. It's very nice, isn't it? I got two of these. And even though I like how it is, I don't like the placement of the grip. I think it would be great if the grip was up front, like there will be some sort of part here, and then I'll cut this grip off and put it here, so that way it's under the shoulder, or under the forearm, you could say. And what I did was I did open up and check the parts of the arm, and it does look good with that if I decide to do that feature. So I'm going to do two of these custom weapons. I'm going to customize it a bit further. I may even give it some armored parts of some sort to give it a little more, you know, a unique feel to it. So I'm going to be using these two guys. The rest is going to be interesting if I can do this. Oh, that's right. So doing that, I want the missile pack, but I want two. And luckily, a while back, I picked this up at Gundam Planet. So I got an extra missile pack, and this one you can actually turn around and you can put two of these. So I like that. The railguns would be nice, but since I'll be putting it under the forearm, and I was originally going to put the railguns on it, I think maybe that'll be a little too much because of the weight. But then I had a thought. What if the railguns doesn't need the long barrel? A shortened barreled version of the railgun. Kind of like a snub-nosed weapon. Let's open this up a bit. So, the cannon, actually, you know what? I'll use the instructions. During the assembly of the cannons, you have, of course, the actual weapon itself. Then you have one barrel, and then the other. So why not I stick that in there with the actual barrel? Make it a snub-nosed weapon. Then remove the bottom part of this and glue it to glue it to the arm guard. Well, hold on, correction. The arm guard may not be a good idea, because the arm guard is always in the bottom part of the forearm, and the bottom part of the forearm is where the main gun, where the rail gun is. This is going to have to be on the side of the forearm. So I have a better example here with a picture. Alright, we'll use this. So the railgun, I'm sorry, the minigun will be here under this part of the form where the elbow is, while the snub nose weapon could be here. Oh no, 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 no. Better yet, we were reviewing the fact that these shoulders, you can remove this shoulder part and this shoulder part and this shoulder part. So why not put the railguns on one of these shoulder parts, like this one, put a polycap in there and make it swivel. So it's a weapon on the shoulders. Snub nose, of course, no long range. And then, of course, in the back, we'll put the 2 missile packs here. What do you think of that? That'll be a good idea. I kind of like that idea. So we will omit the beam rifle and the shield. It's going to be 2 miniguns, 2 side snub nose cannons, 2 missile packs, and then, of course, the Gundam head. It's a shame we don't have 2 of these unique knee parts, but fair enough, fair enough. So yeah, I have the weaponry, I have the parts, and along the way we're gonna probably do a lot more with some plow plate. Let's see how I can figure this out. Now, as for color, clearly gray is not going to be, you know, I like gray, but not everything has to be gray. Everything has to be something else. And I kind of liked this color, which I was looking through my case of paints. This is Field Green FS34097, a color that is used on the U.S. Marine Cobra attack helicopter. It's a semi-gloss paint. Let's see how it looks. And get a toothpick. That's actually a very nice color. Okay, I kind of like this. Very good. Here's my garbage bag. Here's some of them. Alright, I'll put it over here for a second. Hopefully I don't drop it. So, this green is pretty nice. I like it. But I wanted a second trim, and I was asked to use brown, but I don't want it to be too dark as much as I want. I want to give it a little bit more of a lighter tone, a separate, darker but lighter tone. And I saw this one, this grayish blue, which is used on the F-14 and F-4 Phantom. Let me see if I have enough in here. Oh yeah, this thing is, I have ample. So this is a good color to use. Come on, close. I'm not going to use this just yet. And then for the charcoal parts, are basically the trim, like the knees and the hands. I'm going to use this metallic gray. So that's one. The weaponry, I may decide to use a standard gray, but maybe I'll just leave it as metallic. Who knows? I don't know yet. I don't know. And maybe a combination of the metallic gray and the regular gray, because these weapons have different, a lot of detail. So I could do like metallic gray on the barrels, the normal gray on the remaining parts. This part here could be metallic gray and all that stuff. That holds true with the cannon, where like the actual barrel and the clip is metallic gray, but the remaining is gray. Same thing holds true with the missiles. So we can do that. If I feel like there should be a different color, I will move on to a different color. Who knows? I have no idea. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting, unique custom build. I haven't given a title to this model yet, but maybe somewhere along the line I'll figure something out. So right now, this is what this video, that's why this video is called Gundam EZ-SR Custom. Because actually no, custom may be fine. I thought of it, but it's going to be called custom either way. But maybe you guys can give me a name of what this model will be called when I bring it to MosquitoCon. So I got 3 weeks. I think I can do it. So let's begin building Gundam EZ-SR Custom. Okay, so here are some parts that I begin putting together. Basically the weapons. I wanted to get them out of the way and whatnot. So first up I'm building is, of course, the Gatling guns. And like I said before, I'm going to cut that off and put it here. Don't want to put it in this hole. I have to find something that I could put here so I can put this in front and glue it together. I'm also thinking of maybe putting something back here. Something, I don't know, maybe something, I don't know. I know this is representing the clip, but I don't know if I can figure a way to make a belt or something like that, or maybe a drum. I'm going to check all my parts here and see what I can use to facilitate that type of thing. Other than that, this one came out okay. Sanding it down. There's a little notch here that I'm going to sand down. I have something for that. So as you can see, there's glue there. So I'm going to wait until it dries completely so I could sand it down. So these two are done. I began gluing the missile pods, and I didn't realize that even though you can do this, they're not the same. Look at this. So one is in that angle and the other one is in the other one. So I can do this, but then they'll look like that, and it doesn't make any sense. I don't think it's a bad thing, you know. Just so it's a little off, but it'd be nice if Bandai would have included a flip side of this for this, you know, so people can do that. Either way, I'm going to use both, and I'm going to keep it this way. I'm waiting for the glue to dry so I could sand it down, and I may give it some plot plate to give it some more detail to it. The sanding parts of this is going to be weird. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I will see what I can do. Now, the gun, or the artillery gun. I put this on, and I was trying to think of how I'm going to do this. Now, I don't have the kit built yet to visually, you know, show off what I plan to do. As a matter of fact, do I have a model kit that's equivalent to this? Okay, I have one. Since we're doing a custom build, let me pull out one of my custom kits that I did a long time ago. I don't know if everybody remember this guy. This is actually the Type 6, the GM Type C, but I did this during my diorama build, which came out pretty good, and you know, first time trying something new. Didn't live up to this reputation. I kind of like how the gun came out. That was really nice. Look at that. But either way, it is what it is. But it's kind of equivalent to what I'm building right now. So I was going to do something like put something here where the hole is here that connects to it, so it looks like that. But then I would have to drill a hole here, drill some sort of feature where I would have to put the polycap there, then, or put a peg there so I can stick it in there. Then I thought maybe if I put this one here, it'll be a lot easier. Maybe like put it like that, or maybe like that, who knows. And that was the one thing that kind of threw me off. How am I going to connect this? So I was reviewing the manual. Maybe I should have built this guy first before working on the weapons, but I said, let me just show it off. So in section 2, you have the assembly of the shoulder. And here is the peg, the polycap that's facing in the opposite direction, so you could put the side parts there. And it's PC11. Let's look for that. Here it is. So here's PC11. So I was looking at how I'm going to do this, and I see that the holes match, and I said, what do I have that I can stick through here that will extend out to this? And I found this part. This is actually part of the Gatling gun set, and it's designed to extend the parts. As a matter of fact, here's the manual. from the high grade customization campaign, letter F. And if you go here, there's parts here to extend out the way what do you call that, the Dynamus's wings, to put it on the Exia. Oh, I'm sorry, the double riser. And then you have these little ball joints here to extend to attach arms. You have this here, but there were other parts here that I guess it wasn't introduced. Maybe it's on the next page. Let me see. Okay, that part, these parts, and I have a lot of these. So you could extend this one as well. So I see that, and this fits into that. And since that will be in the shoulder in that position, that goes here, it'll fit like that. Then I can probably find some part to go, you know, maybe if I'm not feeling it, I may put something around this here, and then that will be like that, so I can cover it. What do you think of that? It seems like a cool idea. The bottom part is going to be exposed, and I think maybe I'd probably put something under it. I don't know. It's a shame that the part that represents the actual magazine is part of the build, part of this, and it would have been great if it was separate. Maybe I would have put something. Maybe it would have been great if it was like going under and not above, but there's nothing you can do about that. So that pretty much is a cool idea to do. I'm going to begin removing some of the, nubs here and sanding it down, then putting together the artillery guns and then cleaning it up a bit. So right now, work in progress. What do you guys think?